today about Tirzepatide, Eli Lilly's drug, injectable weight loss drug. Today, April 28th, 2022, they had a press release about their SURMOUNT-1 clinical trial that showed participants losing up to 22.5% of their body weight in the 72-week phase 3 study. I want to talk about what Tirzepatide is, what the study showed, and what it might mean for you on your weight loss journey. Welcome. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. And I am very excited to tell you this news. Last year I covered this. I'll put a link in the description. I could barely say Tirzepatide, and I've been following these stories. I enjoy telling you the medical news and these really interesting drug developments as they come out, so you can see how they fit, what you need to ask your doctor about, etc. So let's get into this study. A little bit of an overview of Tirzepatide. It's a once weekly injectable treatment that they were initially using for type 2 diabetes and is now being researched for weight loss. Kind of like Wegovy, semaglutide. They act very similarly. They're both GLP-1 receptor agonists. Also, this one, the Tirzepatide, is a GIP. I have a diagram. I'll put a link to other video where I talk more about it. But long story short, this makes you feel more satisfied, slows your gastric emptying, so your food will stay in your stomach longer, so you won't experience as much hunger, increase your insulin, decrease your appetite. So in a way, kind of like if you have an overeating issue or something similar to a food addiction, then this can help reduce that, as well as get you some really fantastic results based on what they're showing in this study. A little bit more about the study. It was 72 weeks of 2,539 participants. I'm looking at the safety and how well this drug worked in adults with obesity or overweight and at least one other medical condition. The average baseline for people in this trial is 231 pounds. And what they did, the treatments, everyone had a reduced calorie diet and increased physical activity. They didn't really describe in the press release the methods. This will come out later, but this news has to come out today, had to tell you. And in the treatment groups, they had 4 different kinds. They had the placebo, people who weren't getting any additional drugs, 5 milligram dose, 10 milligram, and 15 milligram. And what they found after these 72 weeks is 63% of participants taking the largest dose achieved at least 20% body weight reduction, which is a lot of body weight reduction. Okay, 89% lost at least 5% of their body weight versus 28% who were just doing the placebo dose. And then 96% of people on the higher doses lost at least 5% of their body weight, which is remarkable result there. People just taking the diet and exercise route and no additional drug, they lost about 5 pounds, an average of 2.4% of their body weight. So this shows that the drug was very effective in getting people to lose at least 5% of their body weight. If you look into a little further, the more you took, the more likely you were to lose more body weight. Long story short, I'll leave those at the bottom here. 16% of the body weight, 35 pounds if you're on a 5 milligram dose, about 49 pounds if you're in that 10 milligram dose, and the average of 52 pounds, losing 52 pounds after 72 weeks on this weekly injection with 15 milligrams. So really fascinating stuff. We'll see how things continue to develop with it. Some side effects that they were seeing: nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, constipation, and they were all greater than the placebo. The vomiting was a lot higher than placebo when they're taking this medication. So something to consider overall in watch as these studies continue and develop. And so what we're seeing so far from these weekly weight loss injectables, I had to warm up for that, is that they could be a valuable part of your health care plan, your weight loss plan, especially working with your doctor. I'm not a doctor, so ask your doctor for more details about it. Some considerations, some things that we have yet to see is how much these drugs will cost, the length of treatment. So these are after 72 weeks, and then rebound effects. And that's something we saw in the semaglutide trials, is that when people stop taking these medications, these injectable medications, they're gaining the weight back basically. And I'll put a link to that in the video as well. So what you really need is a process to make sustainable changes that doesn't have you rely on just a drug, or you can just keep taking the weekly injections if that's what you and your healthcare provider decide. Question I have for engagement, you can leave a comment below. Would you get weekly injections to lose weight, or do you? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about that. And then more about the SURMOUNT-1 trial. Participants who had prediabetes at the beginning of the study, they're going to stay on for another 104 weeks. So 2 more years of treatment after the 72 weeks. So they're going to continue studying and see what kind of diabetes prevention this can cause, some of the longer term effects of tirzepatide, which is really, I'm excited to bring those updates. See you later. Okay. And what, from a health coach perspective, so I do have a lot of experience in obesity prevention, public health, etc. What I've found is you do need confidence, realistic focus, and accountability with or without these weight loss drugs to take confident ownership of your path to freedom and fitness, right? I call that the guilt-free framework. So if you want to learn more, check out the links in the description below. So you can get started without having to wait for these trials and to see if your insurance will cover it and all these updates. Let's start today. And then you can also get up to date by watching my weight loss injections playlist. I'll put a link up to the side and down in the description so you can learn more about tirzepatide, semaglutide, Wegovy, and subscribe to my channel if you want to learn all you can about weight loss, these weight loss drugs, because they're really fascinating to me. It's part of why I started this business. Also my medical writing company too. So let me know what you think. This is an exciting time, exciting day for, the future of healthcare and weight loss. So leave a comment and subscribe. And as always, keep practicing. Peace.